We're getting ready to mount Stephen's big elk, and so we're test fitting it. Let's see, why don't you pull that up and see that it's going to fit there, Stephen?
Yep.
We're test fitting it to see that it's going to fit on the form, and it looks like it's going to fit.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we got that part ready to go then. Now we've got to put the ear liners in and the eyes on it and cut the slots for the mouth. Stephen seems to be our only grandchild that's really into hunting big game and mounting the specimens he got. And this particular one is a big Roosevelt bull elk from the Oregon coast. He took it from the dense timbered area of the Oregon coast in the archery season with a bow and arrow. Some ear liners have already been installed in the ears after the natural cartilage was removed, and now Stephen is stapling some cardboard there just to hold it until the glue dries.
Do one over here.
Now, do you want to cut that cardboard off? Just a little bit bigger than the ear, maybe. Now, Stephen's cutting the excess cardboard off.
Okay, get some staples.
Yeah, staple that on.
Up here. Nice and tight. Maybe one right here.
Yeah. Now this cardboard that Stephen's stapling on, as soon as this is dry, we'll pull the cardboard out of it. Let's see, did you get some out here on the end? Maybe if you turn your stapler over. Oh no, you got it the right way. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, look good?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like it's up against the cardboard pretty much, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Now, did you look on the internet and see if they've still got a taxidermy association in Oregon?
They do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stephen has put that ear, put Bondo on the ear, and now we're going to put the ear liner in. He's going to shove it in there.
Here's a little twisted up.
And we'll shove that ear liner in there really good and firm, clear out to the end. And then we'll work that hide out to where the edge of the ear is in the right place, and try to get that clear to the end of the skin. Teddy Roosevelt was very interested in these Roosevelt elk. That's where they got their name. And he introduced some Rocky Mountain elk into the coastal area as well, although it's not known if they had any influence on it or not. It's thought that they had none or very little influence on it, but the Roosevelt elk have been here since day one. Then we just work that, and we're trying to work some of that bondo clear out to the very edge of this case the earliner doesn't go clear to the end, then that bondo will kind of ridge over it, but I think the airliner's fitting really well, and then we have to just work it down. Like all the products we'll be using on this mount, we bought them at Research Mannequins at Lebanon, Oregon. Now we're sawing out a little groove to tuck the skin up for the lips. A Dremel tool can be used to cut this little groove around the lips, or in this case, an old saber saw blade. Doesn't work too bad at all. On around you'll saw, and then when we get ready to put the hide on, we can tuck that skin right up in there. And the tear duct needs to be carved out a little so we can tuck the skin in there. And we've got the antlers all mounted on. We should be getting close to ready for it here. Now Stephen is roughing the form up a little. When they pour these forms, they pour them in a mold, and they have a little bit of release compound so they'll release the mold, and there's a little that stays on, so he's roughing it up a little to get rid of that release compound so the hide will stick to it much better. It's just kind of a little like, almost like a wire brush, is it?
Yeah, and it's got hooks going back, so it makes a great taxi tool for those tight areas. You can hook it on the hide and pull it.
Oh yeah.
But when you're rubbing it, you don't want to go this way because the angle of them, you just go sideways.
Oh yeah. And here are the glass eyes, and the Stevens chose the type that have a little white band around it, although you won't see much of that, but some of it. Okay, there's the glass eye, and we can't really see the pupil too well, so Stephen will put it on the flashlight, and there we can see the pupil quite well, so he'll take a Sharpie and mark the eyeball.
Oh.
Now let's see if you got it marked. Yeah, you did.
Okay, now I'll do the other one.
There, now that's where the pupil would line up, right? And we've marked it with a Sharpie. Okay.
There's this.
Is it fitting in there okay?
It's a snug.
Did it?
Yeah, it's a snug fit. Jeez.
That's good.
It's got these things cut exactly to the whatever
Just right, huh?
36 millimeter or whatever these are.
Okay. Now your tear ducts line, your pupils lining up with the tear duct, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Stephen's putting the clay around the eye to give it some character. And then you, in front there, you put it to where you just see a little bit of the white and the same behind. Now let's see how your straight edge fits across there.
Let's see, it's not quite there. Just a little gap in between on each side.
Yeah, that's getting close to it, I believe. And then, well, you're down to where you're going along pretty good now, huh?
Yep. Just trying to keep the hair out.
Yeah. Stephen's sewing it together pretty good now. Gotta get the eyes lined up. And there.
I don't think I do.
We use a real good heavy waxed thread that we buy from Research Mannequins, or you can buy it from a hobby shop. They call it artificial sinew in a hobby
Fixing
shop.
the eyes up there. Stephen's tucking it in.
Okay.
There we go.
Coming?
Yeah.
We spotted a little hole in this, so Stephen's sewing it up now. We've got Stephen's big elk all mounted and cards put on it with pins to make it so it doesn't do any of what we call drumming, and it's all nailed to the back frame of the form.